Enter into the hallway. Enter into the realm. Enter into the dream. Let your mind go. Be happy. Be happy. Why are you not happy? Why will you not let yourself be happy? Because of all the sad, sad things going on? Sad. Happy. Mad. Glad. What makes us sad? Do we get sad easily? Do we get mad easily? Do we get happy easily? Where is one's vibration? Where does the river of vibration extend from? Inward and outward. So I'm thinking about my cat, and I'm thinking about the dog, and they just love to be brushed. And I think about wiring. So you think about wiring. Does anybody know how electricity works? Well, what I understand about electricity, wanting it or not, they say somehow electricity flows on the outside of the wires. Now, I don't know how that works, but I do know that my cat buries both her pee and her poop. The dog sort of puts on a show. The cat puts it under the ground like a turtle. The dog just leaves it there and throws some grass on top. It's a warning. Look, the mound, my recipe is there. You can go and get my information. What I let go is my DNA information. With who we are, accepting that there is a God. The God meaning the gates of the divine, the divided angels, so that we can flex our imagination, our inferior, and we can create blueprints within our own minds, and we can create, but they gave us hands to create. And we are the macro of the micro, meaning we're so large and clumsy, we have to put all the elements of precision through this body to accurately create a feat. One of the feats is pretty simple by the motherboard. It's walking and talking and communicating and holding on to your horses. Now, where is the big bear? Let's remember things about the big bear. And another thing I wanted to mention was 7286. I found an area where 7286 is in. So we're going to finish on with these words, and one of the words is conscious, which means to be awake and not to be asleep. To have the guilty conscience, or to understand the guilt. Once the guilty comes in, does it not become the adverb? Is an S, E, S, and R can be add-ons to the end of words, so we have to take that into consideration. We have to take into consideration that if it is a dog, and dog equals to number 26, and the reverse of 26, the 3 letters, equals to 55, equaling to 81, so that God gives us freedom in Venus through the Queen, freedom in the Queen of Venus. This will now take on the EE world. What is the EE world? Look at this angle here. We have 3 and 3 only that come and can be. I'm not sure if I want to do it this way. Okay, and what happens with this, okay, is this area that's split is half and half, half and half, 5 and 5, half and half, 5 and 5, half and half. So what is 10? What is 10? Where do you meet the half and half? Remember, if I have 1 and 9, 10, where is the half and half? Always at 55 and 5. But this is an area of 9 areas. So half and half is 33 and 33 and 33. Every cube actually should have a value of 6. Individuals have a value of 6, of 9. So on this side over here, you're going to have a maximum of 9 area spaces. Times 6 equals 54. The entire cube will have 54 area spaces. Now, I put the angle of the dog this way. In French, it's aigu, because the 26th letter is a Z, and this is the angle of that Z. If it should be the cat, should it be the opposite? This is what the A does. That is the opposite of the Z. So can I say on one end we have the Z? Can we put the Z backwards now? Can I put the Z backwards? How would the Z look backwards? Like that, right? But if I took the Z on the other end, I can now use this slant. Okay, let me take off the top figure. I can use this slant to now create what is the N. So let me do that again. First, I'm going to take the Z. From the Z, there is an A. And then from inside the A, I can now add on the N. So now, what do I have? I have one area that's closed in, 2 areas that opened. I have AV. Can it be what is to become the avenue? I don't know. I have to understand this piece of artwork, doubling up, looking through it, and understanding something else, that if it was a beaver, you'd be going under the ground to get out. And if it under the ground and over the ground, remember, this is a distance. This is a distance. And since there's an opening here, right, should I be going straight down this way? I can't go down this way, so I have to go on the complete opposite. So what is my angle that I should be going? I shouldn't be going that way. I should be going there, right here. See, I'm going to meet here and here, so I would join it this way. And that's what that will look like, just an obligation. Notice the way if it came up here, I'd sort of have the... Anyways, let's not get into that. Let me just take away this piece and that piece. So yes, so this is the dog, the 26th letter. The cat is the 24th letter, the Z and the X. So if it was the Z, I can do it in a small box, in a singular box. I can do it in a 2x2 box. I can do it in a 3x3 box. I can do it in a 3x4 box. It goes in all the boxes. So I'm going to have 26 here. I'm going to have 52 here. I'm going to have, let me do it this way, 26, 26, 26. I'm going to have 26 here. 26 and 26 equals to 52. Plus 26 and 26 equals to 43. It is already DC, the queen in DC. When I do it again, it equals, although to 78, which is the gateway, but it also equals the gateway inside the sun. Inside of 78 is 69. From Pythagorean, 666 is 18, 222 is 6, 18, 1 and 8 equals to 9. That is through the Venus-Mercury connection. Understand that dog and cat are both in the house of Venus, 3 letters each. They both end with 55 and 26 and 57 and 24. The cat will get the moon on 57. The dog gets the freedom pass. This will end up creating, this is what is 10, what is 1. The EE world. 1221, creating. Here is the, here in this side, this 9 size over here, and that we can create the z times 9 equals to 180, 9 and 54 equals to 234. So within it, I can create the vibration. But we must do it in a cycle of 8 by 26 equals to 160, the half-life, and 48 equals to 208. It must come together within the cycle of the vibration. I'm going to show you what this empty space is. The empty space is here. The division here, right? Can you see this division? We can get a division line here, just like this. We can't get it in this one. This is a Mars division. This is Earth. I'm assuming this one would be cutting of Mercury or the cutting of Mars. Mercury or Mars, I'd have to understand how Mercury comes in, slicing through into both worlds. So when we figured out this house, the house of 4 by 26 is 104. It is standard for communication. 10 and 4, what it creates it, A, B, C, D equals to 10. And it takes 4 houses. I'm going to show you this. I'm going to show you this soon. So you have conscience, subconscious. So this is the dog and the cat. When you put them together, they are 68. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. 6 and 8. 6 and 2 is 8. We have 8 and 12 and 6 and 8. So we have 2 times 4 equals to the 8. 2 times 6 equals to the 12. This is 20 and 14 equaling to 34 DC. What is that 20? When you're riding the game is looking like that. 14 around and 6 up. The other thing to look at is this is also Zion, Israel, number 64, which is man, 13, 1 and 6, 3 and 4. There's other things to do it. This in its own is its own 10. This is your MJ, 10 and 13 coming together. So we're gonna jump off of this. There's other things to do with this too, right? I also, when I automatically create the cat, I automatically create the dog, and it's inversal because the X is the 24th letter. So what happens, I end up with 3 parts. The reverse of X is C, and I'll end up with 3 parts and 1 open part. But at the same time, I'll end up putting the Z and at the same time the N. So I have 40 plus the X comes in. Okay, so I have a total of 64. Z, 26, X, 24. That's 50. Okay, now I have the N, 14, 20, 40, 50. So this will be 5 and 5. 6 and 4 is 10, and 4 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5, 2, 4, 5. So right away we know it's a passage, right? That's to the single digit. If it wasn't to the single digit, it would be 64. So you can see in Zion, Israel is the single digit, where 13 is 169 moons, or 13 by 13, getting you to be a man in the cycle of the moons of Venus. So we have 64 here, and now we're going to add on 15 more to 79. And that is going to end up, because the O is what entitles it all. But there's more artwork to go into side of this. The other thing is, I don't want to do that yet. I'm going to see how far back. Yes, remember one thing. Every dot is a singular area. These are the different setups of dots. What they do, what this does. Why am I putting the line here and not straight through? I'm putting it on the outside of the box, and how much area space it's going to take up from its neighbor. The sun, the moon, the sun and the moon, one of the things, when there's nothing in the center, there is either the 1 or the 2 or the 1, 2. It's 1, it's 1, 2, or it's 1, 2. This is all it is. Or it's 2, 2. These are your majors. This total of your majors is 10. So you have 4 blocks. If it's 4 blocks, you get 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, And I'm not going to put anything over here right now. There's other questions. Why? Because it's all A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D is in every single box. A, B, C, D is an obligation in every single box. But remember that C and A, okay, split the four corners. B and D are 2 to 1, and this is 1/2, noted to be 5 and 2, the explanation of Earth, if I did this correctly. I'm trying to think if I did this correctly. The reason for that is the total going around using each piece as an individual section within its own will give me 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. It will give me 80 plus 10, or 4 times 20 plus 10. And it's the 4 times 20 as here's a one way, here's another way. 4 times 20. 20, 20, 20, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 20 and 10. So is this 30? 30 and 20. 50. Anyways, I'm going to end this video. I think I got everything in here. I'm working on a number sequence. I'm going to come back in my next video. It finishes on this page. And then the number countdown, just to prepare you, just in case you get to the end of this video. What it means is this is number 1. And in number 1, any one of these boxes, hold on a second. One of these empty boxes counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So what I'm going to do is remember, if I call this box 6, that means the first box you go number 1. If here's the first area, this is box 6. It starts at number 1. I add 5. I add 4. I add 3. This is the 6. This area is area 8. 8. This area is area 8 over here. So to get to 8 from 6, I need to add, I think I made a mistake. I need to add 2. In order to get to 6 from 7, I need to add 8. 8, is that right? I'm at 7 here. All right, 8 and 7 equals to 15. 1 and 5 equals to 6. Right. And over here, I'm at number 8 over here. So 8 and 7 equals to 15. 1 and 5 equals to 6. So that's how these all work. And then what happens to this is it's all going to punch itself into here, and I'm going to show you how. For now, RAPHAEL 7286. I need to build that system, make it much easier. We're going to be going over hertz and vibrations and frequencies. Also, I still want to get back to the constellations. And remember, think of the Big Bear. What's going on with the Big Bear? Very, very important. The Big Bear, things to do with bears. The 3 little bears. Bears and pigs have to come together. What's happening? There's the black bear, there's the brown bear, there's the polar bear. We must go into bears. We must look at the zodiac into bears right now. And we're coming into the final stages. I forget what it said years and years and years ago between Binyo Min and Nibiru. And those born on the 4th of any day, or in the 4th month on the 1st day, or in the 10th month on the 4th day, or anything that adds up to a number 410 or 41, this is a year that you're going to feel a new frequency coming in. Just be happy, and be happy inside yourself. Nobody else can ever know your sadness or your happiness or what you're going through and why you're going through it. But just be happy and humble, because it's nice to know the difference and live with the pain longer than those who are just about to wake up and see the truth before them. RAPHAEL 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus.